Let me ask you this. So when you go out to do promotion for the third movie, what's the difference in doing the promotion? Like the first time around, I'm guessing you had a lot of fun. Maybe
nobody was married with kids. They were seriously drunk.
Right. Like, did it feel like, even though you were at the Ducks game, is it more business now, or you just still just grab a beer and enjoy yourself?
No, it was good because last night was kind of the first. So the trailer drops last week, and then the promotion kind of starts, And so last night was the first event. And so it was like, coming back to school, after being gone for the summer, and you saw your buddies and I started growing my mustache and got my Farva haircut so that we could do promotion. And so it was fun to see everyone. I think talk to me 3 months from now. And you're like, you're all walking in different parts of the airport, so you don't have to be with each other.
Everyone's got their own ride to and
last
from.
night was great. It was and now also, we would joke about when we did the first Super Troopers, they sent us to Australia in our uniforms, and nobody knew who we were, and they'd send us to the opening of a tire store in Australia or something, and it was terrible. But now you get to go to the Ducks game. People know who you are,
right?
From different movies and stuff. Everyone wants you to chug beers. That's what the whole thing was. It's like, all right, we're gonna put you guys in the jumbotron right now. You're gonna chug a beer, okay? And then we're gonna come back in the second period. We're gonna put you on the jumbotron, and you're gonna chug a beer. And you're like, okay, all right.
By the way, you have an amazing skill in chugging beer. You can open your throat and drop it, can't you?
I can still do it pretty well.
Nice.
I still do it pretty well.
I can't. I have to slowly sip and chug.
It
won't go down.
No, I can't do it.
I can't. I tried to eat raw eggs when Rocky came out. Couldn't do it.
No, we had a guy in the pool hall that could. He would pick the bottle up with his teeth and just let it go in. We'd win a lot of money on him.
He can do that.
Yeah,
he just bangs it,
like.
and that's the Irish gene in you.
There was a time. Yeah, I mean, we're a little older now, but we still.
Well, then talk to me. You must have actually tried to drink the boot when filming that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we did. I mean, that was, those were from true stories of going to bars and having boots and
this is Beer Fest. You're referring to.
I'm sorry.
Which, by the way, I still every time I talk to them, I'm like, you promised Potfest at the end of it, and you have. You've done 3 Super Troopers. Is it time for Potfest?
Listen, I have been training for Potfest for 10 years.
He actually really has.
Here's the problem, though. Like when we did the Beer Fest movie, we did that Potfest joke, which was a joke for real, but ultimately now people want us to make the movie. It was illegal then.
I know.
So it was something counterculture, underground. Now it's
You're right.
Making a movie about milk.
It's big deal.
It should just be set in a retirement community because if you go to the older people
everyone's
now,
on edibles.
Yeah, everyone's doing edibles all the time. Which, by the way,
I'm happy to be old people.
That would be the movie. Potfest there wouldn't be a competition. It would just be a bunch of people sitting around watching Jeopardy at 7:00 on edibles.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then they'd be really old.
And the fun would be when the edible kicked in. That would be the excitement.
And that's it. So the whole movie's, again, you could take 10 minutes out of that movie.
You could do a movie, though, about people getting edibles, and then they watch Super Troopers. They watch them all. I mean, this is just promotion after promotion inside a story.
The first one's 25 years ago, right? Is this a 25-year anniversary?
Yes,
2001.
We shot it in 2000. Yeah, it came out in 2001. Yeah.
I remember because an actor named James Grace, who was in the first one.
Yeah, Jimmy Grace.
Grace. So James and I are friends from the Iowa West out here for many years.
Yeah. Okay.
And like much of us, when you're broke, you're looking for food and whatnot. And he disappears to shoot Super Troopers. He came back 30 pounds heavier. He went to town on craft services.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. He was a high school friend of Jay's.
Oh, nice. Okay.
They went to high school together, and I think James got Jay into acting, and into improv and things like that. And so he was in. We would put him in all the movies.
Yes.
He was in Beer Fest. He was in Super Troopers. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it is kind of funny that I was always very envious because Mike and I just moved out here. We didn't know a soul, and I think it's been probably an amazing thing for you guys being a group, but it's probably also been a little detrimental at times because you're known as that group. I mean, it's harder probably to be seen as a solo artist, but you have this amazing group from college that were your improv group that you guys ended up doing sketches in New York and then kind of blowing up with that movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of good and bad. We came out and we had the support group and the guys that we worked with, and we made our own thing. But then it was kind of insular, It was like, it was like you didn't really branch out, to
Right.
meet the other people, which I think is networking and connections are another way that you kind of, end up advancing your career or whatever. So
Kaler's been trying
we
to
kind of missed out on that a little bit, I feel like, but we were kind of in our own niche,
Well, it's funny too because you have done a lot of shows, Curb, and also, by the way, your list of credits are some of the greatest comedies of all time: Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Goldbergs, Veep, Arrested Development.